Hello, everyone. Good evening. We are a few minutes late because we were having so much fun and always talking. Because I always find so many interesting things to talk with Sally. So that's quite interesting. Let me.
Yeah, we talk far too much.
We do, but that's good. That's good. Imagine if
It's
we didn't have
lovely.
anything to talk. And I'm so happy and so blessed to have you in my life, Sally.
Oh,
I am,
as
and
I
I'm so
am you. I'm very
thank
blessed
you,
to have you, darling.
thank you,
Absolutely. Um,
because you
I
are
know.
genuine.
I mean, it's been just I think about a year since I met you, and I just yeah, it's added a lovely warmth to my life. So that's yeah.
Ah, that's nice. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cute. You're getting me emotional, but thank you.
That's okay. I think sometimes you do. You meet, yeah, like we were discussing last week about soulmates, but soul connections, friendships, all that side of things,
That's it.
and you just have them coming into your life from all different aspects. And
Yes, and sometimes you don't. You even if you try, you can't connect with people. I was working as a health assistant through the quarantine, and
yeah,
I was working in the hospital. And then because I had the virus, as you probably know, I
yeah.
decided to start more private for agencies. And I would go to people, and I couldn't connect with them. You know what I mean? It's like I couldn't reach that moral. But I also didn't want. There was like a wall that I didn't want to approach certain people.
Oh no, no. I think it's almost like your gift, your empathy, the empath in you
Yes,
will be going. Oh, hang on, those people don't want to hear from me right now. They need to go deal with whatever problems they have on
exactly.
on their own. They know where I am if they need me. So you immediately withdraw.
And
Uh,
I'm like, if they
yeah.
don't need me or if they don't want me, I don't care because another people will need me
Oh,
too.
absolutely. And they'll have someone else that they need, and
Oh
they'll come
yeah,
into their life for them. I mean,
for
it's
sure.
like
Hello everyone.
it's like it's really weird. I mean, sort of obviously, like yourself and I feel we're kindred spirits, and so you meet people in life like that you immediately can go, oh, and the conversation just lights up.
Just
And
flow. Yeah.
it just flows and it's just immediate. And I think that's marvelous. And that again is obviously kindred spirits are
And with you was like
they're
that when
not
I met you.
they're not soulmates, but they're definitely, I would almost say, soul family as well. You get the
Yeah.
soul groups. People talk about soul families. I kind of look at, if you look at spirit as a big class, big school. When we're in spirit, I look at it as a huge school full of different classrooms. And so you have a classroom full of souls, and each classroom has 5 teachers, which is your guides, your angels, that side of things.
Hello.
And so we agree, okay, this time round I'm going to be your best friend, and this time round I'm going to be your mum. And you
But
kind of
that's
make
so
this
weird. Yeah.
agreement before you come down, and so you know that you're
Let
going to
me ask
cross
you
each other.
something. While we're talking about this, we didn't supposed to talk about this, but this is what the show is about. The program is sometimes we
Yeah,
talk about things that we don't expect.
yeah.
Do you believe that it might be a bit common sense, or maybe it will be a doubt for other people? For example, I can't feel the spirit of some people that I in my family like 15 years ago. Is it because they reincarnated? Is it
Sometimes,
that's why you can
if
feel it?
you right, when I met John Edward, the American psychic, amazing man, he has a wonderful analogy about this, and I think it's appropriate to use now. If you look at your soul as a big jug of water, okay, filled to the brim with water, and each life is one small glassful of that water.
Yes.
Okay, so once that life expires, the glass of water gets put back into the jug. It
It
means
makes
that you
sense.
can have more than one life at the same time.
Yeah, and you
It
could be in contact with the spirit of someone, but that person could be reincarnated in another one. Yes,
absolutely.
that came across my mind too. But I was just like, I would like to know from someone like you with lots of wisdom.
And sometimes we don't hear from our family because they have. I look at our lives as humans as almost like the infant school of learning, and so we're all under the age of 8, and we're all children on this planet. And then once we've got to a state of being what we call an old soul on this planet, we're actually only still 8 years old in the grand scheme of things. So we go on to the next planet, which is the junior school.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah,
that's very interesting, and there are so many. Research talking about it.
Whether you want to call that a planet, or whether you want to call it another realm, or whatever.
I always call it realm or dimension. Let me just say, let's say some hellos. Let's say some hellos first. Hello, Arl. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Christy. If you want to do some hellos too, feel free. Sally.
I'm not seeing them. That's all.
Karen, Christy, Darwin, Marcia, hello everyone. Thank you so much. Can I just say thank you so much for being here. Please share, because sharing is caring. Sharing as many groups as you can, because it's going to be interesting the show for sure with Sally here. She's amazing.
Bless you. Thank you. Hello everybody.
Okay, so the other day, because we are talking about this, let me just tell you an experience I had like 1 month ago, which was quite different. I'm used to, sometimes some of the mediums that go in trance. For those that don't know, in trance means they incorporate mediums that can talk, the spirit talk through them instead of just listening. And I'm just explaining because some of people, they got more basic knowledge, as obvious as we all been there. And I did a rescue on someone, and when that spirit came to the body, because you were talking about school, when the spirit came to the body, it was a woman, and the spirit started to say, "Oh, I got boobies." And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "What am I doing here? I got boobies." And I was like, "I'm sorry to tell you, but you died. Your spirit passed. Your body is no longer alive." And then I explained him why. He started to cry a lot, and he said, "Look, my body's there. I can see my body there." And he could see. He was very young. He was around 17 years old. Yeah, you could see that he was. So he died in an operation table because he was having heart problems. And the funny thing was, he was saying, "Look, my body's there." This is the first time in a rescue that I heard someone saying that, and I've been watching and helping in rescue since I was a teenager. It's the first time I seen someone saying, "Look, I can see my body's there." And he was pointing down, Did you ever have the experience like this, or?
Similar, yes. Whenever I'm in a hospital, if someone passes daily in a hospital,
would make sense.
You see these things. And the souls tend to be a little confused and like, "Oh, is that my body?"
Because they are not
quite amazed. Yeah, they're quite amazed by it. And then, of course, someone comes from spirit and helps them cross. So, the weirdest one I encountered was before I went to psychic school. And the reason I went to psychic school was my mother's brother, his wife, so my auntie by marriage. She had been in hospital and she came home on the Sunday, and everybody was like, "Oh, well, she's fine now. She's recovered. She'd had a minor stroke or something." And then on the Monday morning, I was driving to work, and as I'm driving along, the traffic had stopped. It was a traffic jam going to work. And all of a sudden, I couldn't see anything. Everything went black. And there was my auntie in a bed screaming, going, "No, no, 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 no." and stood at the end of her bed was my grandfather, who passed when I was much younger, saying to me, Sally, it's Auntie Pat's time. You need to get her to cross with me. And Pat didn't believe in any of it, you see. So she was like, no, this is rubbish. And behind my grandfather was a tunnel of light. You know how people say from near-death experience they see a tunnel of light? So I saw the tunnel of light. And behind my grandfather were all these people I didn't recognize because I didn't know Pat's family, but they were all coming through to greet her. And so I tried to look around my grandfather at them. And my grandfather said to me, it's not your turn. Don't you look. I got into trouble. So I then said to my auntie, Pat, you need to go with Granddad. And she said, who are you? And I said, it's Sally. Now, I dyed my hair black at this point, and she only ever knew me as blonde. I was a blonde child. And she went, no, Sally's blonde. You must be a black-haired angel. She said, you're a black-haired angel. I said, okay. And then all of a sudden, they were gone, and the traffic was in front of me. So I went to work.
Yeah.
I got into work. I phoned my mother, and I said, is Pat okay? And she went, yes, she's fine. She came home yesterday. I said, no, Mum, you've got to phone Arthur. There's something happened. And she said, I'll phone this evening. So she phoned that evening. And this was about 9:30 in the morning. And at 9:30 in the morning, Pat had another heart issue. And the ambulance men had resuscitated her in her bed at home. I said to my mother, it's her time. And on the Friday, Pat died. Then at the funeral, this is the weird bit. At the funeral, my Uncle Arthur came up to me and I said, how are you, dear? He said, oh, it's a bit strange. I said, it will be after all these years she passing. He said, no, darling. I know you're the black-haired angel.
Oh, wow.
Pat had come round and went, it wasn't Sally, it was a black-haired angel.
That's amazing. I'm honestly, my skin.
I know. So
that's why I love it. All these, I love it. And I was so blessed. Today I cried in a meditation because I'm so blessed. Before we carry on, let me just say, Aisha Manguaro, that's very rude coming to someone readings, trying to steal the viewers and offering free readings. Guys. I'm going to block this user. I didn't block, but I'm going to mention because this is the second time it happens.
She's done that before on mine, and yes,
it's very rude. She's very rude, and you need to pay for it, by the way, and it's not for free, like us.
No, and she's done it. She's done it to many psychics on Facebook. By the way, she needs blocking. She is a terrible person. Yeah,
I'm going to put her name here because I'm going to sort this out. And you guys be careful because she don't belong to us and she's just trying to take money from you guys because we are here doing this with our heart for free. We are doing free readings, but I'm going to sort this out. Aisha Mangar, she just wants her 5 minutes of fame. If you want to pay for it, it's fine. She will probably anyway.
Guys, if you can, please report it to Facebook.
I think it's a man. I'm not even sure. That doesn't matter. I'm going to walk in.
Report this person to Facebook, please, guys, because it's wrong. Absolutely disgusting, and it's a rip-off. They're total scam. Total scam.
That's it.
Yeah.
And okay, he's already blocked, so he can come here. But the last time can you see them in the screen? I'm going to block him.
Yes, that's the same person. It is the same person.
Yes. Last time, it looks like a guy. Just it looks like a guy. But last time, we had someone last time. But I'm trying to let me just put.
No, it is. It is the same person, and he's done it to many people. He's from Africa, and he's a rip-off merchant, and he'll be getting you to send money. He'll
you block him.
He'll want your bank details, and he'll take a lot more money than he's saying as well. So watch out.
Yes, watch out with this. And you block him, and he will do another fake account, and he'll come back.
Yeah.
I would like to see his face.
Yeah.
Yes. All right then. Let's just move on from this. It's just to let you know, because because we don't want you to be ripped off, especially in our shows. This is not what it's about, and I will try to find out who is it. All
Well,
right then.
let's go on a nicer subject because, like,
Oh, well, let me tell you something about this. Sorry.
you go.
I had a guy. I had a guy. He came to me. I don't know where, from where. Talking about this, just as 20 seconds, just to tell you, so you can all be careful with this. And then he started to say, "Oh, many blessings from the God, something." He was talking about the goddess. I don't know that religion, never heard about it. Many blessings. And then he started to do me like a mini reading without me asking. And then he was asking money. And I was like, "Money for what? From the reading that I did to you. I didn't ask you for reading." And can you believe that I've been blocking, because I didn't ask for any reading. And he said, "Common sense, there is common sense, like you're going to have a healthy life, you're going to have many blessings." And I didn't even ask him. And he carried on doing fake accounts to come to ask me for money from a reading that I didn't do. So if you are listening this, I'm not done with you. I know he's carry on doing fake accounts, so probably is one
Yeah,
of them. Anyway,
yeah,
let's carry on. This is just so you all be careful with that, because it happened to us.
very, very careful. Yes. So,
Uh,
the crystal this week that we chose, this is it. It's a nice pink, warm pink color, and it's called rhodonite.
it looks, does it
It's a
got a bit of
stone. It's
blue?
a stone rather than a crystal. So it's like it's really warm to hold. I chose this one because it fits my thumb in the dent. I like to have the feel against my, when I work with it, because it's a lovely heart connection. When you've been going through some emotional scars from the past and working through them, it's a lovely warmth. It heals. So as you talk about exes and as you talk about past wrongs that have been done to you, if you hold this and as you speak the words, you'll feel relaxed about it. You won't feel anxious. You won't feel hurt anymore. It will let the words gut flow
It's
without
emotional
any emotion.
balancing.
Yeah, and it's a lovely thing for that. It's like, so, some of us are in life are guilty of having gone through a self-destructive phase. I certainly was. My late 20s through my 30s, I was my own worst enemy in many cases. So
We all been there.
yeah, yeah.
That's how we got
So
here.
exactly. So this helps. It also this actually helps with
That's really good.
codependency as well. So addiction levels and stuff like that. Really, really powerful stone.
Yes,
Um,
because it helps clears the emotional wounds and scars from the past. So that's good.
mm,
That's another crystal that I'm going to add to my list, because Sally last week gave me a powerful one. So powerful that I couldn't feel the energy of my guide. It walked everything on the room. It
yes,
was so funny.
it is a very powerful.
Yeah,
Yes,
go on. Oh, yeah.
yeah. This is the stone of compassion, and so it's lovely. And so if you need some self-love back in your life, this is the one to hold and lead you down that route.
Or if you need some more kindness and more love in your life, just be a bit more kind when you feel like stressed.
Absolutely. It gives you the calmness to recognize that there is a good person there offering you the right type of love as well, because
Yeah.
sometimes you're in such a state you miss it.
Do you know,
Uh,
this is the heart and root chakra. And do you know that when I did my Reiki level, I start to unlock my heart, because I was always been a person that I never cried. Even when my dad died, when my grandmother died, I couldn't cry. And when things happen to me, I don't cry. If I'm in a bad situation, I don't. I just get furious. And now I start to unblock my heart chakra, maybe with my meditations, through by binaural music. I
yeah.
like binaural beats. This is what I recommend everyone to listen. It's so good to bring you some good frequencies and to unlock some chakras.
I was brought up with parents who were emotionally crippled. They don't cry. It was literally, you don't cry in my
Oh my,
family.
No,
And
parents cry. My
oh
parents cry.
right, oh you were lucky. But so I was brought up right from a child. You don't cry.
Yeah. I brought up
So
my daughter like that, to be honest, because I was like that and I felt guilty. But because she always crying, she cried too much. And I was always trying to say, you need to be more strong. You can't cry. You need to be like me. And she started to become like me. And sometimes I'm like, was this the right thing? Sometimes we wonder if we are raising our children in the right way. And also because we are talking just about this. So I'm
I,
raising both kids in a different way.
I see it as how shall I put it? Like for instance, if I know, like with my auntie, I knew on the Friday she would be passing. I see that as I can. The shock won't factor is no longer there for her passing. So I can, at the funerals, I don't cry so much as be there for everybody that is.
That's
So
it.
you have a role to play by not crying because you can be the one that they lean on. So it's not
That's
such a
it.
bad thing. It's not such a bad thing. It doesn't mean you're emotionally shut off. It just means you can
Oh yes,
actually support. Yeah.
but what I mean is, since I start to do these more heart meditations, now I can actually cry a bit. I feel much more emotional than I was. I'm not that cold person, which sometimes is good to be a bit cold, like because when you need to work in this kind of job, you need to stand your ground. And I became a little bit more emotional. So like I start to melt a bit more. But
I,
when you work in this kind of job, you need to be a bit more.
Absolutely. I'm
Don't
just being
think so.
drawn to Christy Darwin,
Yeah.
the question there. My guides have come with an immediate answer, darling. There, Christy, you're unsure of what next besides school. Honestly, my love, my guides are saying right now that's all you need, and
Unsure what
it's like a centering time. Don't don't go down too many paths all at the same time. Sit and center yourself. Do the school,
yeah.
and yeah, there we go.
This is the card that came out. So isolation, basically that's what they are trying to say. Just do that.
You have
And
to. There is a self-centering needed here, my love. You're going to pass the school absolutely fine. But self-centering, looking to yourself. I kind of want to say a little bit of self-meditation, not just meditation, self-reflection. Okay, it's a time to
maybe to be on your own.
Reflect and heal inside, and then you will find your path forward. That's it.
Maybe that's why I had the card of isolation, because she maybe needs to spend some more time alone with her thoughts. And yes. I do know that feeling. Hi everyone, please let us know we're still there. Give us a comment if you want a card, if you want a reading. Hello, Nancy, you just arrived now. And share because sharing is caring. Thank you.
Oh, Nancy wants to know about her love life.
Ooh.
Oh, a spicy one.
Nancy. Oh yes, Nancy sent me a text this week and she was like, "Oh, you never answered my calls. I'm so sorry."
Well, Nancy popped up and could I have a love reading, please? Do you want to go?
Yes,
you do this one. Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a second, Christy. Just bear with us, all right? Let us do Nancy. Nancy, today you're going to have 2 for 1. I love reading. You're very welcome. Okay, so Nancy Kuglitor. My guides, you know what? My guides didn't want to give me a card, so I think your love reading might be.
I've got it. I've got them. I've got 3 for you.
When they don't give me a card.
Nancy, right now you're in a place with, I just see you and your partner as being king and queen. So meant to be, because you'll be sitting in your thrones together. So, but the advice card for that to happen and go forward in such a strong way is the Serpent card. And the Serpent card, my darling, says right now with knowledge comes healing. So listen to what has been said to each other and hear the meaning behind it. and you will be each other's king and queen.
That's nice.
Which is a very powerful sexual thing, because the king has a very male energy, sexy side, and you have a very feminine, sexy side. So the two together is mad.
I also got the card of generosity, means that they can communicate with each other, which is good. They can communicate with each other. But I do feel that sometimes there are some isolation, and that communication then doesn't come across the way it should.
With knowledge, they need to talk. This is what this is saying. Yes. They need to talk, but they need to hear.
Yes, but I feel that Nancy is actually determined to, because you got the card of determination, to try to invest in this. It's not easy. I do see like it's a challenge, especially because you both got strong personalities, but you don't quit, Nancy. But I think
you've got the two rulers. You've got the king and the queen. They're just going to want to. Yeah, if they disagree, my goodness. Yeah.
So it's better if you just talk and agree with each other, or try to
hear each other, and not take resentment from it.
Yes, and something that I learned with my friend, she I don't know the name of the book that she's been reading. I will try to find out. It's about that. It sounds a bit weird, but we always wrong. She said to me, and it sounds it's trying to come on the live. So and she always saying to me, we always wrong in a way that we need to give the chance to other people. We need to find out why the other people are upset or why they got a different opinion. So don't think that we are always right. That's what she means.
Exactly, and don't always think that by them having a different opinion that they're judging you, my darling, because they're not judging you. They're just saying they have a different opinion, because sometimes we take it too personally.
And it's about respect. Sometimes we just need to put ourselves in other person's shoes, or at least respect their opinion, respect their space. And they are happy, and I'm happy.
We have you as the king and queen together, so definitely a long relationship.
Really good card.
Yeah,
two good cards. If you got a queen, it's really good cards. So congratulations, and carry on being happy, Nancy. Let me see. Christy said, "I've been trying to control my dark energy, which I can only manifest when I'm drunk for some reason."
Don't get drunk.
That's exactly why. That's exactly why your darker energy comes. It's because you are drunk. Do you know that's the reason exactly I stopped drinking, Christy? I stopped drinking 2 years ago because last time I drank, a spirit pushed me from the stairs. I broke one knee and I dislocated the other one.
Yep.
I'm very lucky that I can walk, because I didn't supposed to walk anymore from that.
I say spirit does not mix with spirit.
Exactly, that's it. That's why there is that thing. They don't mix together.
And
you should
if you can have it, you can only. If
you say she can only manifest when she's drunk. But tell me something,
my darling. By manifesting when you're drunk, you are drawing in the darker energies.
Yeah. So you shouldn't be even trying to control it. You should be trying to
You won't be able to control it. You won't be able to control it. You'll be manifesting that dark energy, and it'll increase and increase and increase. You won't be diminishing it at all.
I can drain it when I'm drunk.
No, darling.
That's because you are drunk and you think you can.
Exactly. No, darling. You are just making it worse. Honestly.
You make it worse. And you're going to attract more to you. They will start to come more and more to you. Believe me, I've been there. I know what I'm talking about. That's why I stopped drinking. But the point here, Christy, is don't try to control it. Try to get rid of it. Because if you start to control it, you will start to work with the darkness. Is that what you want in your life? To work with the darkness? Because I know people, they work with darkness. They make spirits without light, doing bad things. And that's just going to attract bad things to you.
Oh, absolutely, it will. I've had this conversation.
Anyway, so
yeah.
Thanks for the feedback.
Honestly, Christy, you
don't play with fire, basically.
Don't play with fire. No, if anything, you want to be playing with water. Try having
Okay.
if you can buy an indoor little water fountain, anything like that, so that you're bringing in a positive energy, that will help.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a secret that you told me first time I met you. You, Sally, that I'm telling you. I just had a big connection with Sally when I met her, and I was like, she's just up my aisle or up my street, like you said,
Yeah.
because you could have a laugh. I could say something silly, and you would be there with me. And I like that kind of person, not when I'm like being a perv or when I say something and people are like, oh, stop it, you're doing too much. And when it's that kind of person, I'm like, nope, I'm going out. I'm too much for you. Do you remember you told me something about the fountains? You remember?
Oh yes, I have one in my house right now. This is a feng shui thing, that if you have a water
Yeah.
fountain, you can have it inside your house, outside your house, wherever, but what it must do is flow from north to south through your house. So
Go.
flowing from the north
Ah.
to the south. I'm doing it back to front because of my camera. From the north to the south, and how will I explain it? The water should flow from one side of your house so that it then takes that energy through the whole house.
Okay, but do
So
you need
now
just
my north and south walls are attached to other houses. So I bought an indoor fountain.
Okay, so also it's indoor or outdoor, you said.
Doesn't
Indoor.
matter, indoor or outdoor. It needs to be on the furthest north wall, flowing towards the south wall of your house. Now, when I was married, and we're going back years, we didn't realise, but our back garden behind faced towards the sea, so behind us was north, the sea was south, and most of our garden was this big hill, huge hill. So we had it staggered, and we put this massive waterfall in. I mean, it was really huge, and the water flowed towards the house. And my now ex-husband, whilst in that house, created a new business which floated and made him a multi-millionaire. So there's something to this water energy.
I'm going to buy the easiest one that I found. So imagine if I put it in my entrance, because I do have like a space in my entrance that I like to have my spiritual space. When everyone walks in, they feel the energy. So if I put it in my entrance, because that's what
just have it. So the way it faces needs to be facing south, so the water flows towards the south.
Okay.
Okay.
So I will check. I will buy how do you call it, a compass?
Yes. Or bear in mind the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, so you can see which way is north and south.
Okay, fair enough. That's interesting. Thank you for sharing that with us.
That's okay.
All right. Guys, anyone else here that wants a message, by the way, just so we know who is it here and it's not. And I didn't manage to share this live, so share it for us. And we had let me see, Donna Trindade, are you still there, darling? Or Karen, maybe Karen would. Karen, are you still there? Because she made the question.
Donna, I know which chakra Donna is really stuck, and I just want to come to her solar plexus here. I want to say it's not your base chakra, it's coming up, and it sort of your center of your. Have you had an operation on your stomach, Donna? Because I just feel that you are blocked right there in the middle, and that's because you're not healed. Whatever's gone on there in your gut is not healed, and you need to give yourself some time.
Is it physical, you mean?
It's physical. Yeah, it's physical. It's like a physical feeling there, and give yourself some time, my darling, and you really need to. I almost want to say you need to relax and go to a spa. You know, she needs some time, just complete relaxation. Massage, massage would help. Massage.
She's saying yes. She's saying yes that she she's probably saying yes, that she had the operation. So
Yeah.
keep an eye on that, and if you feel that you didn't heal, maybe check with your doctor, or maybe some massage will be good. All right, so
Massage breaks down any operation tissue. Because your tissue glues after you've been stitched together. It's like glue, isn't it? It goes rock hard, that
no,
scar.
she's saying
Yeah.
that she has to have one there. She didn't have any, but she needs to have one there, she said.
Oh, right. Well, then you need to heal, my love. You need the operation first. Okay, so don't worry. It is a physical blocking, and sometimes our bodies are saying, don't overstress it. Just get it healed, get it sorted first, and then you will heal.
She arrived.
Putty, cat.
It's always the black one that comes here to see me, to see if I'm all right. I believe that I believe she's my crocodile, the one that protects my door. For some reason, I feel that she's one that protects me.
She has just come in with a huge amount of white light.
Is she? She's amazing.
Absolute energy of her is amazing. Yes, huge amount of white light with her.
And the other one is not like that. She's always here. She loves this space where I always do my work. She's always here.
Yes.
And she's a black cat, of course.
Of course. Yes. Absolutely.
Sorry.
Beautiful.
Okay. So you know what? Have a look on that. Oh, she's got a large fibroid. Yes.
That's the blockage I'm feeling. Now, my darling, I had a hysterectomy, so I do know the feeling. And I know that at the moment with hospitals and the pandemic, it'll be a slower case of getting your operation done. But please, what this is reminding you is, the alignment of our chakras isn't everything. When we're ill, we need to heal.
All right. So thank you so much for that, Sally. Let me see. Someone else was before her, and she's here. Who was it? Karen. But Karen asked for a question. Let me see. Okay. Anything for me that you just feel safe? Love, please. She wants to know about love. Okay. Let me take a card.
Okay.
Ooh, I just want to. I only work with a card today. It's one of those days. I got the card of the recognition, Karen. If you are in a relationship, because we are doing love reading, finally that person is going to give you true value. But if you're not in a relationship, maybe the person that you like or the person you have your eye on, maybe you're finally going to get together. I don't know what you got there, but I'll try to complete.
Let me have a look. Yes. Okay, my love. Yes, there is a person around you that gives unconditional love and loyalty. Communication is the key here, though, because there's someone that's jealous of them liking you.
Ooh.
Oh. So, a good person, because he's come up as the dog, and that's a person that gives unconditional love, sincere person, very loyal person. Communication is the advice for you to go forward between you and him. But the wasp comes in, nasty person around with a bit of a sting in their tail, bit of a bitchy personality to watch out for. And to ignore, more importantly, because people like that get nowhere if they're ignored. If you say anything to them, they've won.
Yeah, but that means that doesn't work. So it's like one thing is it's
between her and him, if they communicate, it will work. The wasp is a third person who is jealous of them being together. Yeah, they will work. They will work.
So I hope you can connect with that, darling Karen.
Oh, Donna, my pleasure. And
Donna,
Karen, that's lovely. Thank you.
Luna Gonzalez. Okay, we'll talk about you and Jeff. It's just so funny because Luna always want to know about Jeff. Thank you. Let's carry on just talking about the soulmates, because we were talking about soulmates last week, and let's just talk just a little bit more. Please share for us, share this video in as many spiritual groups as you can. Please do that for us. Thank you so much. I know some of you are on YouTube, but just
Well,
try.
sometimes we just have a soul companion come into our life that can be our best friend throughout life. Um, and that's a non-sexual situation, but it's actually just as bonding emotionally as any other type of soul contract, really. And I think that's absolutely beautiful. And talk about soul contracts. This is kind of sometimes when you're up in your soul family classroom, whatever you want to call it, in spirit, you make a contract with one of these people that at some point throughout your lives, your paths will come together for the betterment of each other's lesson whilst here. So that can be quite, they can come together for quite some time, or it could just be for a day. But it's very much they come and they have you have a
That's so
wonderful
weird.
feeling and connection with that person.
Is it like a deja vu? It's like those deja vus that you feel that you
Deja vu is another thing. I will talk, if you, deja. I'm going to talk about that. That's an interesting subject.
but yeah, but I mean, like it's similar what you are trying to say. It's someone that you come across just once in your life, but you feel that you already met that person, and
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but you've made a contract that you will support each other by coming together at those points in your life. And sometimes you will re-meet that person for another reason later in your life as well. And you just made an agreement to be there for each other when it was absolutely needed. But there are also, that's a contract, but there are also soul crossings, which I believe spirit go, that person there has wandered off the path. They're not doing what they're meant to be doing in their lives. So they'll send someone to meet with us on the bus, say, and have a conversation with us. That one sentence in that conversation will make us realize, I'm on the wrong path, and we'll go back onto our path.
It's just amazing. Sometimes you are having some conversations and suddenly just a word, you start to realize everything that happened in your past.
Yeah.
And maybe this is exactly what you're talking about.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, it's
Let me tell you a story very quick. So I've been talking with an earth angel. So it's someone that is an earth angel. And he told me about his experience. And I was feeling a bit weird with some things that he was passing through. And I was like, I was trying to understand, even though I'm a very open mind because of the things that I've been through. Funny thing today happened exactly the same thing that he's been telling me about all along. And I was thinking to myself, maybe that's why God put him in my life. So now I understand what's happened. It was something very weird that I can comment with you in the end because it's quite strong what happened with me today.
But absolutely. Sometimes we get like people log in today and they won't know why they've logged in to watch us. And it'll be something that you or I say, and it'll just go, they'll go, that's just made sense of that.
And do you know the funny thing?
And it means you can move forward.
Yes, and sometimes even just on the social media, sometimes you just go straight to a page and sometimes you are feeling bad and a phrase just show up and it cheers you up. Something with me, and I think I already mentioned to you. I start to sing. Sometimes I start to sing songs that have to do with the moment that I go through, and I'm like, where is this coming from? I believe they come from my father because my father, he was very connected with music. And I believe
I also sing. I sing songs that they'll pop in. I'll see a situation, and the song to do with that situation pops into my head. Funny. And sometimes I have to stop myself from singing because it's just not the right time to sing. It's like no, I can't sing that.
Oh, that's so funny. No, I will sing it. I don't care, and I'll sing it all day. Something so funny. It's like when some days I'm not well, or when I think something is not going to work out the way I expect, I start to sing off the Bob Marley. Everything is going to be all right. It comes to my head so many times, and it cheers me up. Honestly.
Oh well, that man was an earth angel, that's for sure, and he was before his time. Absolutely, Bob Marley. Oh.
Which one are you talking about? Sorry.
Bob Marley.
Oh, yeah. I do believe that he was, honestly. I don't care if he smoked pot all the time. I believe that.
Oh, no. Total earth angel. Total earth angel.
Do
Yeah.
you know? I feel that he came to bring peace and love. I was actually thinking about him the other day, and I heard that also Princess Diane, she's an ascending master. She's becoming an ascending master because she was so good. She's not one of
Oh,
those fake ones like I'm not
mm,
going to mention the name, but she was a true princess of the people, and she's becoming an ascended master. I was reading, if you go to the ascended
oh,
master, she's already there, saying that she's
beautiful.
training to be an ascended master. So
Mm,
that's so nice. Hopefully,
beautiful.
we'll see our name there one day, Sally, in Google in 50 years' time.
Now, Luna, Lord, this work crushed Jeff the dream. My darling, sometimes we have a dream sent to us not because of a crush or not because of anything other than the fact that that person is going to
Because it's always in your mind.
no. I feel
No.
sometimes it's more of a vision. I do feel this is more of a visionary dream she's had rather than just a dream, not a sexy dream. This was a visionary dream, and I do feel that yeah, he'll become more than a crush, but it won't be yet because his life's not in a position to be with you.
Yeah, he's not there
And
yet.
no, he's not there yet, but he will be yours. And so just have some patience and date somebody else in the
Oh, she's very
meantime.
determined to have a baby with him. And
I
I love that.
go on some other dates, and just kind of forget him for a bit because his life will come full circle
Yeah,
back and then you
that's
will
what I
be
keep saying.
together. But it's not yet. I don't get that for at least a year. So in the meantime, go and have some
Be
fun.
happy,
Yeah,
woman.
have
She's
some
always talking
fun.
about Jeff. Jeff here, speaking about Jeff.
Oh,
Be
go and have some
happy. You.
go and have some one night stands and have some fun, darling. It's
I
like what
know.
it's not just for men out there now.
And then he's going to start to create some
And then
web spiders.
Jeff will go, hang on, what's going on with Luna? She looks a bit fresh today.
Yes, and
Yeah,
sometimes that's what people need in their life. And
yeah.
maybe a bit of jealousy wouldn't be a bad idea
Oh, she
when
can have a
he
good.
actually sees you
At the end
happy.
of the day, you're not with him. So if he gets jealous, that means he actually cares. So not such a bad thing.
Exactly.
Not
It's
such a
a
bad
good
thing. But he is not free to be yours right now. So leave him to work that out.
he still don't know. I believe that he still don't know what he wants to. He wants to enjoy his freedom for
He
now.
wants his cake and eat it right now.
Oh my god! Talking about cake, it's almost cake time for us.
It's like he kind of knows you're there when he wants to pick you up. That's not fair. So go and have your fun and make him realize you're not always that accessible and the man will want to come running.
Oh. So you see, Luna, next time remember about this message. All right, what else do we have to talk? Anyone else have any more questions? I didn't manage to share because I'm on my tablet, so we don't have many people. But still,
That's okay.
we still, I always enjoy, as obvious, these moments. And yes, after this finish,
Mm.
oh, thank you, Donna. After this finish, I actually want to share something with you. I'm not going to share
Oh,
it
thank
live
you,
yet
Donna.
because
That's
it
really
was,
sweet.
thank you, it was something quite strong that happened to me today in a meditation. And you know what I feel in my meditations lately? That my guides are doing some therapy on me to the point that I do cry a lot, and those tears are cleaning my soul.
Yes.
And I feel that they are cleaning my chakras with those tears.
I
I don't know
want
if it happens to you.
I want to come to you about this allowing spirit in all the way in. Okay.
But it's hard for me because I'm a control freak and I'm
No,
trying.
no. Stay in control. Now
Oh,
I want to explain why. Years ago, I did a reading for a young man because his grandmother came through. Now she was a very, very, very powerful gypsy in her day. I want to say witch as well. You know, the woman was immensely powerful, but she also swore lots of bad words. And
So that's bad.
so I was filtering the bad words and not saying those. I was just saying her other words to him. So she got cross and tried to enter me.
Oh,
Now,
really?
bear in mind how powerful she was in life. Her spirit was so powerful. I had pain up my arm where I was trying to push her back out.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. And I knew if I let her in, I would never get her out again. So you really, oh yes, she was that powerful.
That's so freaky. Honestly, that's actually, you know, these kind of stories sometimes put us in a different perspective. But I'm always in control because I'm a bit of a control freak.
But you know, you see the scary films where people have been possessed. It would have been a possession. So,
oh yeah,
you really do have to be very mindful.
Oh yeah,
of who you are allowing in.
I had that experience last year, and it was the last one because you know my gift. It's not. I'm not a trans medium. I'm just developing to be one because I want to receive my guides and I want to be able to be more connected with them, as obvious. But last year,
I kind of now because how I work when spirit comes through, they're on my right hand side. Okay, so well, I'll do it this way around because this is back to front. They're on my right hand side, and so I kind of allow them into that half of me.
Yeah,
but I still have the control.
Oh yes, and I'm always like that, and I can't lose the fully control anyway. Just the way I am as a person now, I know. But last year, what's happened was, and that's why I want to talk to you today. It's about exactly what you're talking. But last year, there was someone that I told him that he died, and I told him that he died because he came straight to me and he didn't understood why he was there. It was a big friend of my family, and I allow him to come to my body. I don't know why. And I had to ring my friend, my cousin that is a medium, and through the phone she had to speak with him. I managed to very slowly just ring her because I couldn't even move my body like the way I was.
It's so painful.
And she knew it wasn't me. And I was like, okay, never again. That's why I control a lot myself, and I'm always
absolutely always stay in control of it.
And I'm always in a group when I go in trance usually.
I allow if they're having a chat, a proper chat, I'll allow them to have my voice because that's important. But they don't have my mind, and And
I usually I only ask for spirits of light, but my guide said that I'm ready, and because the Anubis is my guide, as you know, and he's the god of the dead. I think one of my missions is to do rescues, and I want to start to do rescues. So that's why I need to be careful. And I'm starting to train, and I start to train my daughter to start to speak with the spirit when I'm in. So I'm trying to teach her to tell her so she can talk with them, to go to the light and what she needs to do. So I'm trying to teach her.
The weirdest one I've ever done, I let them have my voice, and I had a conversation in Russian, and I don't speak Russian.
Oh wow! My friend is. I got a friend. She will talk in another voices in another language from like centuries ago, and it's amazing. And once she opened her eyes, she got really blue eyes. She opened her eyes, and her eyes were black. We were
yes, no, that's dangerous. I had a friend that was taken over by spirit, and his eyes went completely black. But it also is indicate. There's other reasons for that, but I had to help him back out of it because he said he could. It was like he was outside of his body watching this voice. He didn't like that.
So many.
He was nearly possessed. So you have to be so careful. My eyes change color. One's blue and the other one's green. And
can you please just close your eyes when if you go in trance with me? I prefer when people are working in trance and they stay with their eyes shut. Just in case.
I get one. This one really goes Oh, you can't see in this light, I don't think. This one really goes blue, sort of greeny blue, and this one goes really darker.
Oh
You
yeah,
see, that one's
but
light
is it
and that
every
one's
day or
dark.
more? Is it always or when you're working with the spirit, like
When I
now?
work right now, when I work with spirit, and when I'm tired, they both go really dark. And I've been told in certain sexual situations they both go very blue.
Oh, you see, that's interesting.
Yeah,
We need to meet up. Honestly, you need to come one day to the studio. We can have a session after this lockdown is over
yes,
again.
that
We
would be
can meet
good.
up. You can come and spend the weekend, and I can see you with one black eye and one white eye.
Well, one's really this one goes very blue, and this one goes very gold and green.
That's
So
very interesting. It's
yeah,
amazing, but some things they creep you out. The good thing is I start to work to see my cousin get possessed since I was maybe 9 years old, 8, and I
mm.
start to learn how to deal. Oh, I
Come
start
here,
to learn
hang
how
on.
to deal with it.
Yes, this
So,
one
but
wanted
she used to get possessed to the point. Oh,
all right,
she's
all
so
right.
cute. Is it is
Ah,
a girl?
the girl, yes, this is
Oh,
Chanel. Chanel,
oh,
that's
Chanel.
Chanel.
Chanel is very cute.
It's very
So
cute.
my
Very
cousin,
cute.
I would say my cousin. Sometimes it was four people trying to hold her, and no one could hold her. So
Uh,
now she can control it, of course. Oh, she looks so cute. Is that the
yeah.
one that always wants to come to you when you're working?
She goes everywhere with me if I'm working this one. But no, she's the mummy of the little one. The other little one,
Sorry,
the other little one is trying to get up as well.
but is that the
I've got all
principal
three.
one
I've got all
that
three
likes to work
dogs.
with you?
I've got all three dogs here. So they're
But what I mean is Chanel the principal one that likes to work with you?
yes.
I feel that she got a very shamanic soul.
She was born dead, and they took a long time, over I think about 30-40 minutes, to get her
Oh
to
wow.
breathe. And
Oh, yeah.
so she I call her brain, she has a little empty bubble, of the happy bubble for a brain. But yes, very spiritual. She
Do you know?
she chose me. She chose to come and live with me.
Oh yes, of course. They always do. They always shows me. It's like my cats. I got Summer and Sparks. Do you know that? I don't know if this is true or not because I'm still learning a bit more about shamanic and I would like to do my shamanic journey. And I had a friend of mine, which is a shamanic priest. He told me that to become a shamanic, you actually need to die.
Yes, I believe so.
And I was like, I
Yeah,
never heard that
yes.
about that.
I know. I've read about that, and to me that's a little bit too scary.
Yes,
Yes.
you need to be like you need to have like an experience that like for example, in
Well,
operation or
I
something like
did
that.
during an operation. My heart stopped. So
Maybe that's why you got your gift stronger. Yes.
I think so. Yes, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
so.
that's what people
They
say.
came very strong shortly after that. Then I had to go, and that's when I started getting more visions
Yeah.
and wanting
I
to
always
go to
heard
the.
people like that after experience. It's so funny because they just go up there and they come back and they just like, okay, I've seen it all. Now I know I can just
Yes.
talk with you.
Well, the situation with my aunt, that
With
was
your what? Sorry,
my
with
aunt
your
when
heart.
she died. That was shortly after. Yes, that was just after then. So no, before. That was before I died. So I had it flickering there before, but and then yeah, I did die on the operating table, and then that changed my perspective. It kind of, not because I died, I just all of a sudden wanted different things in my life. I went to and
Right.
yeah,
That's very interesting. Yeah, very interesting.
it was almost like I could shed my skin like a snake and go on and leave everything behind. It was very strange.
Did you felt that you had the option to go or stay?
Not really. If I stayed, I would have killed myself. I had to go.
But you're still here with us. Thank God for that.
I know, very strange. I just woke. It's like spirit came to me and went, no. You're not going to die. You're going to go and do this.
So, you're going to help others, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, anyone else got any more questions? I think someone else had a question because we need to go. It's time for us to go.
Oh,
I don't know. I know.
I love our sessions. This is so good.
I know. I'm just curious because I want to tell you something, but I will not say on the live because.
Okay.
Hello, Deborah. Hi, darling. We're just about to go. So everyone, come back next Thursday at same hour, 8 p.m. Fingers crossed. We'll be here, full of life, full of energy, and we'll send you so many blessings and love to you all.
Oh yes, absolutely. Love to everybody, and peace and health. Stay safe.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to. All right. So, my lovelies, I will see you soon. Probably I will see you before you see me here with Sally. If anyone wants to go to Sally's page, just go to her page. She does live readings too, and she's so good. You're going to take so much information from her. So follow Sally. Is it Sally what? Sorry, on your page?
Sally and Psychic Medium.
Sally and Psychic Medium. So follow her because you're going to take so much from her. All right. Hello, Anthony. I'm so sorry, my darlings. We need to go now because we start at 8 o'clock. But we'll be here next Thursday again at 8 p.m. Lots of love and light. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a lovely, lovely weekend.